Let me ask you something strange. Why does your dog follow you everywhere? To the kitchen, the bedroom, the front door, and for some reason, even the bathroom. You close the door, and suddenly your dog is sitting outside like a security guard on duty. But here's the crazy part. Most people think dogs do this because they love you. But according to animal behavior experts, that's only a small part of the story. There are actually several psychological reasons your dog follows you to the bathroom. And one of them is honestly a little creepy. Let's start with the explanation everyone believes. Love. Dogs are extremely social animals. When you adopt a dog, something interesting happens in their brain. They begin to see you as part of their family group. Scientists actually call this their social pack. So, naturally, your dog wants to stay close to you. But here's the important part. If it were only about love, your dog wouldn't feel the need to follow you every few minutes. So what's really going on? To understand that, we need to go back about 15,000 years. Dogs evolved from wolves, and wolves survive by staying close to their pack. In the wild, separating from the group can be dangerous. So wolves developed a powerful instinct. Stay close to the leader. Now here's the interesting part. In your dog's mind, you are the leader of the pack. That means wherever you go, their brain says one simple thing: follow. And that instinct is incredibly strong. Think about it. When you feed your dog, walk your dog, or even open the door for them, you're reinforcing something powerful in their brain. Leadership. To your dog, you control the resources, food, safety, shelter. So their brain constantly checks your location. And if you disappear suddenly, they instinctively go find you. But there's another fascinating reason dogs follow you to the bathroom. In the wild, animals are most vulnerable when they're resting or when they're using the bathroom. That's when predators attack. And dogs still carry that ancient instinct. So when you go to the bathroom, your dog may actually think something like this: my human is vulnerable. I need to guard them. That's why many dogs wait right outside the door, almost like a tiny furry bodyguard. You might notice something interesting. Some dogs don't just follow you. They sit directly facing the door, almost like a guard. That's because your dog is watching the environment, listening for sounds, and waiting until you're done. But sometimes the reason dogs follow you is much simpler. Dogs are extremely curious animals. When you suddenly stand up and walk somewhere, their brain thinks something exciting might happen. Maybe food, maybe a walk, maybe a car ride, or maybe a treat. So they follow you just in case. Dogs are also masters of routine. If something happens the same way every day, their brain quickly learns the pattern. Morning routines, night routines, and eventually following you becomes automatic. But sometimes following you everywhere can actually mean something else. For some dogs, this behavior is connected to separation anxiety. These dogs become stressed when their human suddenly disappears, even if it's just for a moment. You might notice certain signs: whining, scratching at doors, or pacing around the house. In these cases, your dog isn't just curious. They're feeling anxious. And staying close to you helps them feel safe. Now let's talk about something even stranger. Why do dogs stare at you while you're in the bathroom? It feels awkward, almost like you're being watched. But to your dog, eye contact means connection. Dogs use eye contact to communicate trust. They're simply checking that everything is normal and making sure their human is okay. To them, it's completely natural, even if it feels a little weird to us. And the final reason dogs follow you might be the sweetest one. Dogs form extremely strong emotional bonds with their owners. Scientists discovered something fascinating. When dogs look at their owners, their brains release a hormone called oxytocin. This is the same hormone humans release when bonding with family members. It creates feelings of love, trust, and connection, which means your dog literally feels happier just being near you. So when your dog follows you everywhere, their brain might be thinking something like this: my human is moving. I should stay close. I should protect them. And maybe snacks. That's basically dog logic. So the next time your dog follows you to the bathroom, remember this. They're not being weird. They're following instincts that are thousands of years old. Instincts about safety, curiosity, protection, and bonding. And now I'm curious. Does your dog follow you everywhere too? Or do they guard the bathroom door like a security guard? Tell me in the comments. I read every story. And if you enjoy learning the hidden psychology behind your pets, make sure to subscribe, because next week we're answering another strange mystery. Why cats knock things off tables on purpose. Trust me, that one is even weirder.